This is a little video I've put together about Kennesaw Mountain National Battlefield Park and the way in which it affects the area surrounding it. The park is located in Kennesaw, Georgia, and is one of the most visited parks in the national park system. It is an incredibly vast piece of land containing multiple sites, but today I'm mainly just going to be focusing on the most popular area, which is Kennesaw Mountain itself. I'm also going to be keeping any historical context very brief because this isn't so much of a historical documentary as a documentary on the way Kennesaw Mountain networks with the sort of environments that surround it. So at the base of Kennesaw Mountain there is a little tiny welcome center, which houses a Civil War museum that teaches visitors about the history behind the battlefield and all that stuff. In all the years I've lived here, I myself have never been inside the museum. I keep telling myself I'll go, but you know, laziness. So again, keeping this part fairly brief, but the mountain was the site of the Battle of Kennesaw Mountain in 1864, which was part of the Atlanta campaign of the Civil War. The battle and the soldiers completely reshaped the landscape. Soldiers cut down trees and built dirt barricades for battle, as well as damaged a lot of surrounding flora and fauna. Now at various times during the year, such as memorial holidays, the park hosts Civil War reenactments, where visitors can watch the Battle of Kennesaw Mountain be reenacted. I've never seen one of these reenactments myself, but I hope one day to go, perhaps on a national holiday or something like that. Today, the park serves as a major tourist attraction and also just a really fun place to go for a hike. Kennesaw definitely clings heavily to its Civil War roots, and the history of the place probably draws a lot of people, but I honestly think most people just visit for a really great outdoor hike with a spectacular view. That's definitely one of the reasons I visit the park, but I do have a lot of other motivations to go. For one thing, being at Kennesaw really instills within me this sense of adventure. There's so many different trails there that I have yet to explore, because I usually just stick to the main one. Thumbs up for being boring. Though it makes me really excited to think about all the other adventures I have in store there. The main reason I go to Kennesaw Mountain, though, the one thing that keeps me coming back every single day, is puppies! That's right, one of my jobs is walking dogs, and I walk them basically every evening for a woman who lives in Kennesaw. The Cocker Spaniel is Skylar, and the Beagle is Lila. Sometimes they're more trouble than they're worth, but they always manage to somehow win my heart, no matter what they've done. I really enjoy getting to spend time with them because I don't have dogs of my own, so to me the mountain is a place where I get to spend time with little baby critters that I wouldn't otherwise get to regularly spend time with. The mountain is also a sense of livelihood to me because, hey, I get paid for taking them. I do love the views and the exercise, but I guess I would say that first and foremost, I think of Kennesaw Mountain in a work-related ecology, something that I don't think many people can really say. That might make it sound kind of boring, but how many people can honestly say that they get to exercise and play with dogs and enjoy the weather all while they're at work? Yeah, that's what I thought. Mountain is also a really great place to experience wildlife for me. Kennesaw and Marietta are busy suburbs, so I don't really get to see tons of wildlife around my home. At the mountain though, I've seen just about everything. I've seen deer, raccoons, owls and hawks, bats, coyotes, you name it. It's a nice place to just get away from the business of life for a bit and just be a part of nature. I often think about what would happen to all the animals that live in the area if Kennesaw Mountain didn't exist. They would definitely be displaced, and with the way the area is developing so quickly, their numbers would likely dwindle. I think it's important to keep some semblance of nature and wildlife around, and Kennesaw Mountain is one of the few environments like that left in our area. I'm glad this place is here so that animals have somewhere safe to go. The mountain really puts you right up close and personal with them, like me with this deer. The deer there are almost fearless. Almost. Technology hasn't really been integrated into the space that is Kennesaw Mountain so much, which I'm thankful for. The only real piece of technology that has been put in place is the speedometer, which you just saw in the corner of the shot. I'm honestly thankful for that aspect of technology because it reminds people that, hey, there are pedestrians on this mountain too, so they need to share the road. So maybe not all technology placed here would be a bad thing, but I could definitely see how other aspects of technology might not be so great in this environment. I once saw a guy riding up the road on a Segway. I mean, that just defeats the entire purpose of the mountain. So things like that, as well as paying too much attention to your cell phone or music or whatever, can really take away from the natural purpose and beauty of this place. I don't think that those who regulate the park itself will integrate technology here, but I definitely think those that visit it will in their own way, and I think we need to be cautious against that. Overall, Kennesaw Mountain is just a place that holds a lot of memories for me. I work here, I explore here, I've had so many great times with friends here. The mountain means a lot to me, but I know that it also functions in a different way for everyone that visits. My boyfriend, for instance, probably sees it as a big joke because he's gone around here and stuck googly eyes to all the deer crossing signs. So if you see those, yeah. I know it also means something different to two of my close friends who got engaged here. Some people see it as just exercise, and some people see it as a place of history. Kennesaw Mountain exists in a lot of various ecologies, and if it somehow didn't exist, I think a lot of great memories and moments, and definitely a lot of history would be lost. I think if this mountain were to get swept up too much into technology as well, we would really lose sight of how many different environments really make up this place. Going forward, I think it's important to keep in mind the broader ecologies of Kennesaw Mountain, and how what we do here in the future can have a major impact on a lot more than we realize. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope one day you get the chance to go and experience some of the amazingness that is Kennesaw Mountain, and create some of your own ecologies. Can you see I can bend?